Providence. This is Monster Jam!
Well, fans, our first competition of the evening is JCB Racing. All of our drivers have been seated into a bracket, and they're about to go head-to-head to get the fastest time down here on the track. They're going to need you to get nice and loud because the top 4 drivers are going to advance to the semifinal round in a shot at our first 8 points of the night. Providence, I've got one question for you. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Big race to start the night. 2 rising superstars in Monster Jam. Up first, your current series leader, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. He's going up against the flyest guy in Monster Jam. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Terminal Velocity 9-5 in racing this season. Plain Crazy 4-6. They've only met once this year. Terminal Velocity would go to take the win. Our driver's going to stage right now. Plain Crazy staged. Terminal Velocity staged. Let's go green. Your winner is Terminal Velocity! Montana Robbins giving it his best shot, trying to keep up with one of the fastest dudes in Monster Jam. Terminal Velocity, John Zimmer Jr. takes the win, moves to the semifinal round, and will take on Sparkle Smash. Now make some noise for Cody Saucier, Dragon! And his competition, get those train horn arms up for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train! They've met once this season. Dragon would take the win. Dragon with the best race record on this series, 16-1 right now. That's almost a 95% win race record for Dragon. So our driver's pulling up. Dragon staged. Crazy Train staged. Let's go. Dragon gets the second racing loss of the season. Your winner, Crazy Train. That was a big upset for tonight. For Crazy Train, it doesn't get better than beating the driver with the best race record on the season. And the driver with over 170 racing finals wins in his career. So Crazy Train, big win, moves on to the semifinal round. Winner of this next race will go to that semifinal round to take on Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. We saw El Toro Loco struggling out of the gate when it came to the Monster Jam power rush of all the trucks. Looked like he signaled that something might have been broken, but the UNH tech official and our Monster Jam safety team checked out the truck. It's ready to go. Straight out of the chilly waters of the Atlantic Ocean, let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., Megalodon. And our BKT overall event champion from earlier this afternoon. Let's get our bullhorns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. So if you watch our lights at the end of the floor there, you'll notice a second yellow light is about to pop up right now. That means El Toro Loco is staged. Now we wait for Megalodon. When that other yellow light pops up right there, we're staged. Let's go. Your winner is Megalodon. As you watch the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, I wish our Monster Jam turn cones had cameras on them, because these drivers and their 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks are just inches away from these turns. That's how precise and accurate you have to be if you want to win. In our semifinal round, see Sparkle Smash versus Terminal Velocity and Crazy Train versus Megalodon.
Fans, the stage is set for the semifinal round. Who is going to be the top two drivers to make it to the finals? I do know one thing. We need you to get loud. Providence, let me hear you make some noise.
Her first time making a pass in JCB Racing. Far lane, we've got Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. And in the other lane, your series leader, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, Sparkle Smash stage. Here we go. Your winner, Terminal Velocity. Once again, Terminal Velocity in the final round of JCB Racing. Question is, who will his competition be? On our next pair, the final pair in our semifinal round, we've got John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon versus Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. They've met 2 times this year. Megalodon would win both of those races, but Crazy Train is looking fast tonight in Rhode Island. A rookie of the year versus a veteran of the sport. Crazy Train ready to go. Megalodon ready to go. Let's do this! Your winner is Crazy Train! So Crazy Train, Terminal Velocity, your final round of JCB Racing is set.
Monster Jam fans, 2 competitors to go. Only one can walk away with the first 8 points of the day. Terminal Velocity, Crazy Train. Fans, make some noise!
Our first competitor out of Howell, Michigan, representing the Send It Motorsports team, an Arena Series champion last year, and right now on the same path to do it again this year. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. He was last year's Rookie of the Year, this being his second season now from Buffalo, New York. When that whistle blows, that train is ready to go. It's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. It looks like Triton Robbins has found his flow. But will he be able to keep up right now with Terminal Velocity? So Terminal Velocity staged, Crazy Train staged. Terminal Velocity gets the jump. Your winner, Terminal Velocity. A great start to the night right now for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, but awesome to see Crazy Train in that final round. He'll have one more event tomorrow to try to take that win. So for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, that is his 60th racing final win in JCB Racing in his 4-year career. He scores the first 8 points of the night. He's getting out of the truck. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Fans, I'm standing by with John Zimmer Jr. John, the domination continues here. You came back with a vengeance tonight. We've been talking a lot about this dirt and how tacky it is out here. Talk to us about how that plays into your strategy during JCB.
Yeah, it's super tacky at first, but after the first round of racing, it just goes away completely. You can see in these corners, it was getting all the way down to the concrete floor here in this arena, and it was making it super tricky for us drivers to get around the track, but my truck loves a tricky track, and I just leave my foot to the floor, and that gets me these wins, man. It's so much fun getting to race all these drivers out here on this series. Triton's a bad, fast racer. I'm finally glad I got one up on him here tonight.
Two Wheel Skills Challenge coming up next. Can you give us a preview of what the fans can expect to see?
Man, Two Wheel Skills is probably one of my most favorite competitions because we get to throw these trucks up into crazy moves that you just saw right there, giving you a little taste of what two wheels like, but it's super sick. We get to put the trucks on the nose, on the wheelie bars, up on 2 wheels, maybe 1 wheel or a crazy crash. But man, we're just getting started, and Monster Jam keeps getting crazier and crazier. We got plenty of more coming at you. Are you ready?
Providence, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., your JCB Racing winner.
Nice reverse wheelie there, then puts it into gear and walks it up the pod on those back to BKT tires. Cody Saucier and Dragon is breathing fire to kick off the Two Wheel Skills Challenge.
He's mean, he's green. It's Cody Saucier, Dragon. Fans locking those scores right now. Head to judgezone.com.
And remember, we're asking you to score accurately and fairly. So, make sure to lock in that score you've got from 0 to 10. And every score matters. We're going to add up all the scores, get the average of that. Then we're going to get our expert score. And we're going to average those two together to get the score for each competitor. So the scores are in. The score for Dragon is a 6.586. So you see the expert Monster Jam score, 7.1. Then you see your fan score. Again, that's all of your scores added together and then getting the average. So we average those two together. Cody Saucier right now, your leader. Up next, it's Logan Ashline. Make some noise for Sparkle Smash. So a popper for move one. Popping it up on those front two BKT tires. Let's see what she's got for attempt number 2.
Fans, scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com.
Big moment right there for Sparkle Smash. A lot of momentum when coming up for that second attempt, and the truck kicked out from under her. So right now our crew checking on her, but we're watching that super glued to the action replay of the first attempt. Popper getting it up onto those front two tires flawlessly right there. Even getting a little walk in there too on those front tires. Sets it back down. And then going for the sky wheelie in attempt number 2 as we watch that here on the super glued to the action replay. And it's all about those back BKT tires and how much power that puts out. So right there, they're still going. All right, so a wild ride for Sparkle Smash. Score to beat. Dragon 6.586. The score for Sparkle Smash is 6.758. Your new leader is Sparkle Smash. Big roar from the Providence fans for that one. Don't forget to use the hashtag MonsterJam or tag us at MonsterJam if you got an awesome moment right there.
Fans, I'm hanging out with Justin and Jackson, two brothers that both love Monster Jam. Is it safe to say things can sometimes get a little competitive with your brother?
Yes.
I think we've got a couple drivers out here, Triton and Montana, that would certainly agree with you. But this time around, you don't have to be competitive against each other. You're going to actually pair you together, and you are going to take on Montana Robinson head-to-head. Right now, we're going to give you 15 seconds to name as many colors as you can. We'll then pair you up against Montana and see how he does. You guys ready? On your mark, get set, go.
Red, purple, green, white, maroon, white, magenta, purple, white.
A lot of white. Come on, fans, help them out.
Cyan, black.
All right, looks like we ended up with 10. Let's see how Montana did. Oh my goodness, you guys barely made it there. Here, I got a couple prizes for you. Thank you guys so much. Fans, make some noise for these two brothers.
Don't forget about the Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. July 2nd through the 4th, 28 Monster Jam trucks and drivers competing for 4 World Finals championships, racing, freestyle, 2-wheel skills, and the high jump competition. Not only is that the most Monster Jam trucks and the biggest competition weekend every year for Monster Jam, but also it is the 4th of July weekend. So not only are you going to get the biggest pit party and the most access to our drivers and some of the most amazing moments of the season, but you're also going to get some of the biggest fireworks displays and all of the unbelievable family fun moments that come with going on a trip somewhere new. It's beautiful out in Salt Lake City, Utah. So get your tickets at monsterjam.com for the Monster Jam World Finals. Big time family fun, brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. Now you really get to see what it looks like inside of one of those Monster Jam trucks as you watch Logan Ashline Sparkle Smash. Park it and get ready for Freestyle, the final competition of the night. But first, we've got to get through the rest of our 2-wheel skills challenge. 5 competitors remain. Big opportunity right here. If he takes the second competition win of the night, he could go for the clean sweep. Here comes Terminal Velocity, John Zimmer Jr. Which, if you're new to Monster Jam, this young man is known for the amazing things he does in this competition. He has 75 2-wheel skills challenge wins in his 4-year career. Nice combo package right there. Terminal Velocity gets one more attempt at 2-wheel skills, and he looks like he's looking for big scores right now.
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Scoring is now open.
If you haven't done so yet, jump in at judgezone.com, scan that QR code. Remember the code PRO. Make it happen. Watching right now, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, lining up for the first attempt. Makes it look easy to move 12,000 pounds like that and just distribute that weight to the front of the truck. Works to get the perfect kind of lean. He needs a backwards lean, so that way he can launch up the ramp and then he pops it into that next wheelie. So the scores are in right now. The score to beat, Sparkle Smash, 6.758. The score for terminal velocity is 8.858. Your new leader, terminal velocity. So right now, John Zimmer Jr. could be very well on his way to his 76 two-wheel skills win. He's got an average of 8.84 in this competition, so he actually bettered his average with that by 1/100th of a point, and has 4 competition wins in this competition this season. So terminal velocity sits in first, Sparkle Smash in second, Dragon is in third. Monster Jam fans, do you like cool machines and submarines? General Dynamics Electric Boat is hiring for all entry-level and skilled trades, including machinists, welders, pipe fitters, and general laborers. While you're here tonight, make sure to stop by the Electric Boat booth and enter to win some great prizes, and visit ebcareers.com for more information, and come join the tradition. Quick reminder on the video board of the criteria, some of the tricks we are seeing and might see still in this competition. Time to fly high on 2 wheels with Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Textbook moonwalk straight across the whole arena here over that pod. Great start. Let's see if he can one-up what he just did.
Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Scoring is now open.
He went from 1B KT tire back down on all 4. That was a wild moment, a little sketch. But we love sketch here at Monster Jam. And right here in this first attempt, almost going a little too vertical in that 2-wheel skills attempt. So then he finds the perfect balance and proceeds to then walk it across the pod. The crowd roaring here at the Amp for Plain Crazy. All right, scores are in. The score for Plain Crazy is 8.394. Plain Crazy sitting in second place. So terminal velocity in first, Plain Crazy second, Sparkle Smash third, Dragon fourth. Three competitors left in our 2-wheel skills challenge with the second 8 points on the line right now. And we want to remind you fans about the amazing partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and the friendly fundraising competition that we have going on right now, where one of our drivers tonight will be crowned our St. Jude Ambassador of the event. So if you have 1, 5, 10 or any other amount that you'd love to give to help end childhood cancer and help families, support families along the way, scan that QR code, pick a driver, your favorite truck and driver, and make a donation. And you'll see that that donation goes to support one of those drivers. So I need one person right now to scan that QR code at least and get a donation and pick your favorite driver. We need to see some support for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and families going through some very difficult times, because together we can make a difference and end childhood cancer with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Ready to sink his teeth into this competition win. Let's hear it for John Zimmer, Megalodon.
John Zimmer, Megalodon, scoring is now open.
Shut up, Meg. Bummer for John Zimmer in that second trick. Megalodon in the first attempt, though, popping that truck up. And you can watch shark programming on TV all year. You'll never see the things you see only at Monster Jam, like Megalodon on two wheels. Popper right there. And this guy, on his way, a future Hall of Famer in this sport, and just an amazing career, and so much fun to watch him and his son on the road. But Megalodon right now waiting for your scores and hoping for the top spot at judgeszone.com. Here we go. Scores are in. The score for Megalodon is 6.088. That puts him in fifth place right now in two-wheel skills. Two competitors remain. Conductor says it is time to go, and there is no being late when it comes to Monster Jam. Here comes Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. The train is stopping at the station right now. The motor's off. He can hear you. Make some noise for Crazy Train. Loving the combo action right there. Giving the other side of the arena the view, shutting it off again. Make some noise for Crazy Train.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train scoring is now open.
I love the two little slap wheelies there at the end of that second move. So this first one right here, he didn't get the momentum he needed. He had to think quick. He threw it straight into reverse and really made so much of an opportunity out of this with the combo package where he gets that truck to go straight to the back and just sets it down. I love this kind of shutting off the motor, just letting everybody know how in control you are of your Monster Jam truck. And the scores are in. The score for Crazy Train is 8.735. Second place for Crazy Train. Triton Robbins. Interesting reaction from the crowd here at the amp on that one. Second place, though, not a bad place to be. He is keeping it consistent, just like Terminal Velocity. So right now, for that BKT Overall Event Championship between those two, it's going to come down to our final competition. And up next, the driver who might be able to spoil it all. This driver won the two-wheel skills challenge earlier today. Has 4 competition wins as well in this, the two-wheel skills challenge. And the pressure is on our final competitor. So get your bullhorns up for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco! El Toro showing a little love for the top spot on Arena Championship Series East. Keeping the bull balanced. And dancing around a little bit up there too. Great start. Let's see if he can seal the deal.
is now open.
Can you tame a bull if you're MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco? The answer is yes. And the crowd absolutely loving what they just saw in this competition, but a great way to close out our two-wheel skills challenge. The question is it enough for El Toro Loco to scoop the win in this competition at the last second? The scores are in. The score to beat is terminal velocity, 8.858. The score for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco is 8.914. Your winner is El Toro Loco. And for MJ Solorio, his 5th two-wheel skills win this season and his 31st career two-wheel skills win in his very early stages of his career. This man is growing up quick in Monster Jam and loving the love here in Providence. Keep it going for El Toro Loco.
Fans, I'm standing by with MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. This is not your first two-wheel skills win of the weekend, and I don't know if it will be your last either. How do you continue to hold off the competition in this event?
Honestly, that competition is so tough with the talent we have here on this floor. John Zimmer Jr., John Zimmer Sr., Cody, it is so tough to come out here with a win. We had some issues there in intros. We ended up actually losing a starter. The starter was being intermittent. Truck didn't want to fire. Starter was just spinning over. We took it to the back. My guys in the back are the best of the best. So honestly, that two-wheel skills run was for those guys in the back who thrashed on that truck. I was just out here driving mad. And hey, we got Freestyle coming up next. I think I still got some pent-up aggression. What do y'all think?
Fans, make some noise for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Providence, we're gonna keep the action going down here in the pits. We just wrapped a two-wheel skills challenge. Now we've got a different set of two wheels. Are you guys ready to have some fun? We've talked to each of our FMX riders, and there's one thing they love. That is when you get loud. If you've got someone quiet next to you, tell them they need to scream. Each of our drivers is lining up for their first jump of the night. Up first, Brandon Reardon. Providence, get loud! Next, out of Massachusetts, Kenny Haskell. "10 years with Monster Jam." Make some noise for Seth Beaton. Out of Asheville, North Carolina, we've got Josh Hedford. Providence, I don't want anyone quiet in this building right now. No hands. What did you think of that, fans? Oh my goodness. Do not try that one at home. Providence, these FMX riders feed off of your energy. Make some noise. That's better, but I think we can get even louder. Let me hear it. Nice whip there. What do we got next? Oh, one hand. Fans, this is not easy. the backflip. That one will get this place rocking. And another. How about that, Providence? We're going to keep the fun going out here. Next up is the FMX Best Trick Competition. Each rider will have one attempt at their best trick going right across the sky in this arena. So fans, I'm going to need you, number one, to get nice and loud. But number two, get those phones out. We're headed back to judgeszone.com. You are going to place your scores for each of our riders. Judgeszone.com, PRO. You'll have 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Are you guys ready for more? Oh, I don't know. I think we could do better than that, Providence. I said, are you ready for more?
That sounds like a sold-out crowd right there. By the way, thank you all for joining us tonight. Again, as she said, these guys need you to scream as loud as you can. So in this best trick competition, when they're flying down the runway and flying through the air, we need to be louder than we have been so far tonight. And we need to prove that this is the loudest crowd this weekend in Providence. So on the count of three, we need to take it up to 20. 1, 2, 3. That's the sauce right there. Up first from Worcester, Mass, it's Brendan Reardon. There you go. All right, ripping around on his Honda 450. Favorite superhero, Captain Insano. And these guys do some insano tricks. And this is the trick that counts too. Being judged at judgeszone.com, making his way out of the tunnel. Let's go, make some noise!
Starting out strong, scoring is now open for Brandon Reardon. Head to judgeszone.com.
The only thing, in my opinion, that gets wilder in these tricks is if you completely let go of the bike. But I gotta say, holding on the handlebars with your ankles has to be one of the wildest things that's come out of freestyle motocross over the years. And Brendan Reardon just showed us a textbook trick. All right, here we go. Scores are in. The score for Brendan Reardon is 8.084. 8.084. Great start to tonight's competition. Now, from Haverhill, Massachusetts, here comes Kenny Haskell. Riding the YZ 450. And just so you know, 3 of our 4 riders coming out of Massachusetts. All East Coast FMX riders. And Kenny, like a lot of you here tonight, loves being with his family, has 2 boys at home, and likes to keep busy when he's at home and when he's got some downtime hanging out with his bros, riding around trails. So the score to beat, 8.084. And just like that last run, as soon as he hits this runway, let's take it up to 20. Come on, Providence!
Scoring is now open, Providence. He was our winner earlier today. Let's see if he can do it again.
Smooth backflip right here from Kenny Haskell. And you might notice his bike sounds a little different too. He's got a 250cc compared to the other riders, a little deeper brap with those 450s, but perfect, smooth, great execution in that backflip. Scores are locked. Score to beat at 8.084. The score for Kenny Haskell is 8.552. We have a new leader. Last night's best trick competition coming out of Templeton, Massachusetts. Let's hear it for Seth Beaton. You want to talk about doing what you love with your best friends? He's been doing this for 10 years with Monster Jam, riding around a Honda 450. Can he get a second FMX trick win this weekend? Looked like he's pushing some buttons, dialing in the bike, getting ready for whatever trick he is going to bust out now. All right, you see him there. As soon as he hits that runway, let's go, Providence. Come on, make some noise.
You saw a flash of white, fans. Scoring is now open for Seth Beaton.
So how do you make a backflip even more difficult? You take your hands off of the handlebars. It's wild watching these guys, the way he leans back to get into that backflip and then just believes in everything he's done so far and just no hands. Here we go, scores in. Score to beat 8.552. The score for Seth Beaton is 9.267. Your new leader, Seth Beaton. Final competitor out of Asheville, North Carolina on his Kawasaki 450. We've got Josh Hedford. And like, these are some of the craziest guys you're ever gonna meet. This guy's so crazy, he chases bears in the mountains in North Carolina. Barefoot, jorts and all, he gets after it. Here we go, make some noise.
On the Kawasaki 450, Josh Hedford, scoring is now open.
So this is wild, just flexing your whole upper torso over the handlebars as you're backflipping. Big, big trick. The question is the score gonna be big, just like that trick? Seth Beaton, score to beat, 9.267. The score for Josh Hedford is 9.674. Your winner, Josh Hedford.
Fans, we're not done yet down here. It's time for the grand finale. Each of our riders are going to perform some more high-flying tricks in a train formation. One after another, after another. I need you to keep the noise coming. The louder you get, the higher they fly. It's the grand finale, fans. We gotta bring it. Are you ready for some more? Some whips out of all of our riders there. A good start. I think we can turn things up a notch. What do you think, Providence? They can't hear you. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got up for our second round here. Our riders are getting set in the back. On the count of three, get loud. 1, 2, 3. Feet in the air. Oh my goodness, fans. I think we've got another in us, but Providence, you're gonna have to get real loud. They've got their hands in the air. That means they want to hear you. We've got a great crowd in here tonight, so I want to hear each and every one of you right now. Fans, make some noise for our FMX riders. One more time, let's hear it for each one of our riders. Making his way to the pod right now, Josh Hedford, your best trick winner. Fans, I'm standing by with Josh right now. This is your second win of the day. How much of this is just fun for you versus straight up competition against these guys?
We're just kind of trying to have fun today, you know. It's cold weather and just trying to stay limber enough to do this. And thanks to all you guys, we're just having a blast. So it's for you.
What does it feel like to be way up there in the air? Is there any part of you that still gets nervous after all this time, or is it just pure adrenaline?
Well, honestly, just kind of floating, and everything's in like slow motion as fast as we're going. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get too much adrenaline anymore. Besides that, everyone's yelling, and I can't hear my bike, and that's pretty fun. So yeah, are you guys having a good time?
This has been a loud crowd today. They've got more Monster Jam coming up. Anything you want to say to them?
Oh, you guys are awesome. You know, this is like my 5th or 6th time here, and by far, this has been like the greatest crowd of the weekend and over the years. And, you know, thanks for coming out.
Providence, make some noise for Josh Hedford and all of our FMX riders.
As we gear up for our final competition of the night, Monster Jam Freestyle, let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. Terminal velocity in first with 15 points. He could seal the deal with his final competition win. But Crazy Train Triton Robbins right behind him with 13 points. El Toro Loco in third with 10. And Sparkle Smash right now in fourth with 8. We have Plain Crazy in fifth, Megalodon in sixth, Dragon in seventh. And you see that final slot down at the bottom that's blank. We want to let you know that Gravedigger and Kristen Anderson are disappointed that she can't be here tonight, but she hasn't been feeling well, and we're hoping that she'll be feeling well enough to join us again tomorrow. So we want to wish Kristen the best and hope she gets well soon, but for tonight, Gravedigger Kristen Anderson not available because she's not feeling well. You can follow her on social media and get the story from her right now too, and don't forget at Monster Jam and tag a hashtag Monster Jam with all the awesome pictures and videos you've gotten so far. And again, our final competition of the night, Monster Jam Freestyle. The key to this, each driver must complete at least 15 seconds to get a score from you at judgeszone.com. Some of the things that we're looking for: use of all ramps, creativity, technical moves, combinations, and that always awesome wow factor. So get ready, Monster Jam Freestyle is next.
We've reached the pinnacle of today's competition. Who's ready for some Monster Jam Freestyle? Fans, scoring is now open. That was Cody Saucier, Dragon.
And he came out of the gate with a belly full of fire, big air, and big momentum. That was some non-stop freestyle action, and that's how you want to start this competition. Set the bar high and make sure you lock in your scores. Again, this is the final competition of the night, your final opportunity to score our competitors. And this BKT Overall Event Championship is on the line. Scores are in. The score for Dragon is 7.417. Cody Saucier, Dragon, starts us out with the lead. Again, on the video board, the criteria we're looking for you to judge accurately and fairly. It's time for our next competitor, a guy who knows how to win the hearts of Monster Jam fans, but also this freestyle competition. Here comes John Zimmer, Megalodon.
John Zimmer, Megalodon, scoring is now open.
So far, this freestyle competition is red hot. The slow creep to start from Megalodon, John Zimmer. But then once he started attacking the track, probably the most consistent big air in a freestyle run this weekend. Also throwing a few technical moves in there with the stompy, and then I love this trick that everyone's doing on where they pop the truck up and walk that wheelie across the pod. Here we go, scores are in. Score to beat Dragon, 7.417. The score for Megalodon is 8.207. Your new leader is Megalodon. Two trucks down, 5 to go. The veteran sitting at the top of the leaderboard for our freestyle competition. But the young talent in Monster Jam salivating right now for the top spots for the series championship, for that invite to Monster Jam World Finals, July 2nd through the 4th, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. 3 days of action, 28 competition trucks, 4 World Finals champions crowned, and the biggest pit party of the year. Get your tickets at monsterjam.com and make some noise for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy.
not afraid of a little turbulence. It's Montana Robbins playing crazy. Scoring is now open.
Turbulence gets a little wild traveling around the country with Monster Jam, especially if your name is Montana Robbins playing crazy. Bringing it, flying through the amp and out of the truck right now. Let's hear it for Playing Crazy. So now we're waiting for the scores at judgeszone.com. Is it enough to take the lead? A very tight competition right now. The score for Playing Crazy is 7.501, 7.501 for Playing Crazy. That puts him right now in second place. And while we've got a quick moment, it is time to crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the event. Thank you. Thank you so much for your donations, for your wanting to help end childhood cancer. And right now, look at that. Such a close race for El Toro Loco and Crazy Train. So at this moment right now, we got to call it with 36% of your donations. Your winner is El Toro Loco for St. Jude Ambassador of the event. And I know on behalf of MJ, he'll give you a shout out later should he walk away with the overall event championship. But again, on behalf of St. Jude and Monster Jam, thank you for those donations. We're together going to end childhood cancer. Es muy loco. It's MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. He is lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. For the people.
There's no slowing down this crazy bull. Fans, make some noise for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. Get those scores in now.
This place is erupting for MJ Solario, celebrating 25 years. Watch that super glue glued to the action replay. Started with big air, then went on to hit that Morgan and Morgan backflip. Then a wild moment to end the freestyle. So here's that backflip for the people. MJ Solario doing big things in El Toro Loco. Wild freestyle and wild roar from the crowd. You gotta believe that might mean a big score for the Crazy Bull. Here we go. Score to beat. Megalodon, 8.207. The score for El Toro Loco is... a 9.44. He can hear you right now. Keep it going for your new leader, El Toro Loco. BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agricultural and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. Closer to crowning our BKT overall event champion, El Toro Loco, stealing the spotlight tonight. But 3 competitors remain, and all 3 can sweep in. There is still room to take the top spot from El Toro Loco. So El Toro Loco in first, Megalodon now in second, Plain Crazy in third, and Dragon in fourth. Also want to shout out JCB. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB.
Fans, I'm up here in the stands with my new friend, Leon. Oh, he's saying hi to everybody. Fans, make some noise for him. Leon is here with his whole family. They're all from Providence. They're no strangers to the AMP, and we want to make sure they come back. So right now, Leon has a chance to go home with some Barnum and Bailey Ringling Brothers Circus tickets, because they're going to be right back here in May, and we want to make sure that you're there with your family. So to do that, we're going to play a little song, and all you need to do is finish the lyric, okay? Fans, you can help him out. Let's see what tonight's song is. Okay, Lion King. All right, we'll take it, fans. Hakuna Matata. Leon, we can't wait to see you back here at the AMP. There you go. He's going to see Barnum and Bailey. Providence, make some noise for Leon.
So the cool thing about this next freestyle is you can see everything she's doing from inside the cockpit right now. Let's hear it for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash!
Scoring is now open for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash.
Some big air moments there from Sparkle Smash, and it's so cool being able to watch as she's in the driver's seat, all of the things she's doing. So left hand on the steering wheel, she's got her right hand on that rear steer toggle. Both feet, one on the gas, one on the brake. She's out of the truck right now. Let's hear it for Sparkle Smash. All right, scores are in. The score for Sparkle Smash is 6.944, 6.944. Fifth place right now for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. 2 competitors remain in tonight's Monster Jam. There is still room for someone to steal the BKT Overall Event Championship. One of the drivers looking to do it, ready to fly off the rails. Here comes Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, lock in your scores.
So while you get that score in at judgezone.com, Truck shut off. He's going to get out. On the count of 3, I want everyone to yell, choo-choo, 1, 2, 3. And he even blows the train horn to go along with it. An awesome freestyle and some sketch moments there at the end, which gotta go. It goes hand in hand with freestyle. If you're not pushing the limits of this truck, if you're not doing some wild maneuvers and on some sketchy balance points, you're not doing freestyle right. So here we go. Your scores are in. The score for Crazy Train is 8.146, good enough right now for third place with 1 competitor remaining in our freestyle competition. We are moments away from crowning our BKT Overall Event Champion. El Toro Loco sits in the lead, score to beat, 9.44. Final competitor going into this competition, sitting on top of the leaderboard for the BKT Overall Event Champion. Here comes John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Get your scores in at judgeszone.com. And Providence, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. Love the bicycle at the end there. I also love how he sets up the start of this freestyle and just kind of gives it a moment, lets it sit, and then launches it right over the pod into a combo. And it was combos and big air, a bicycle at the end, a big freestyle. But is it enough to take the win? All right, so here we go. Score to beat, El Toro Loco, 9.44. The score for Terminal Velocity is 8.878, good enough for second place. That means El Toro Loco is your freestyle winner. And with that final 8 points for El Toro Loco, is it enough to take the win, the BKT overall event champion? Let's see. Your winner is Terminal Velocity tonight. John Zimmer Jr. taking his second BKT overall event championship of the weekend. Providence, make some noise for Terminal Velocity. And as you saw, while he may not have won every competition, he was up there with every competition, first or second place. Consistency is key, and that first competition held El Toro Loco back. So there you go, your BKT overall event champion for the second time this weekend. A total of 22 points. It's John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. On the backside of the truck, his dad coming over to congratulate him. Katie is now with our BKT overall event champion.
Standing by with John Zimmer Jr. You just got the pound from your dad there for another win, your second one this weekend. What's going through your mind right now?
Just having a lot of fun, honestly. That's the only thing going through my mind. I was a little kid in this arena watching my old man there who drives Megalodon. I got to watch him drive amazing Monster Jam trucks ever since I was a little boy. Right here in this arena, I was only a couple hours away from here. I always made sure I begged my mom to come see Dad so we can watch him throw down. So getting to share the track with him, having some fun, taking some wins, man, couldn't ask for anything more here.
We've got one more day here in Providence. We could see a sweep for you. What has to happen in order to make that?
Shoo, the same thing that's going on right now, man. Just got to keep riding the lightning. You fans drive me, guys. It's so much fun to come out here and just throw my truck around for you fans. Without you guys filling these seats, all of us drivers out here wouldn't be able to be little kids living our dreams. So with that, thank you guys, Providence. We'll see you next time and hopefully at another Monster Jam. And it was so much fun, y'all. What'd you think?
Make some noise one more time. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Congratulations again to John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, who continues to grow his lead on Arena Championship Series East. As we move on to the Monster Jam World Finals, July 2nd through the 4th, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. Make sure to get your tickets at monsterjam.com. And before you head out tonight, stop by one of the merchandise stands, grab your Spin Master diecast truck, your shirt, or something to commemorate and a memory for the whole family for an awesome night we had tonight. Now, if you want more Monster Jam, you need to get onto YouTube, check out the Monster Jam channel. I'm sure Fargo, North Dakota, they're in the middle of their Monster Jam event right now, but also Stadium Championship Series West is in Anaheim, California, and you're going to be able to catch a lot of that action. So if you want more Monster Jam, find it on YouTube. And for our Monster Jam staff and Katie Andrews, we thank you for being here tonight. We thank you for coming to support Monster Jam, and we hope that you all get home safe tonight. I am Ryan Lacoste. We're going to do it again tomorrow, so watch us on YouTube or get your tickets before you go. Hey, Providence, guess what? That was Monster Jam.